Hi everyone, it's Jill here from Relax, Release and Reiki. Interestingly, as I sat down and opened up and asked for guidance on what to share in this video today, I have got that we're going to be setting the intention or to focusing in on more self-confidence and feeling that we're able to express ourselves with confidence, with self-belief, to feel more empowered and to really tapping into our intuition and opening our hearts to more self-love and self-acceptance. But I'm not really getting much more than that. All I'm getting is a massive nudge just to actually not open up because I'm already open, but to start to channel and see where it leads us. So yeah, I'm not going to argue with that. Let's just get on with it. So to get the absolute best from Reiki, it's always great to make sure that you're in a safe place where you feel you can deeply relax and just go with the flow, because it is the most beautiful experience. So sit or lie down. Can't remember if I've said that already. And likewise, to really get the most and to avoid feeling a bit giddy or sick. If you try to avoid alcohol, caffeine or recreational drugs at least a couple of hours before doing a Reiki session. Alright, let's get started. I'm going to start to channel. So gently close your eyes. And it's always interesting to notice that difference of our energy between the way that we are when we've got our eyes open and we're busy getting on with life versus when we take these precious moments to just be still, to be quiet, and to actually deeply connect with ourselves. It's not always easy to be with ourselves, actually, and to just be quiet and still. Our brains don't necessarily want to slow down. You can feel a bit fidgety. The more you do this sort of thing, the easier it gets. It's like anything. It's like exercising that more meditative muscle, if you like. Our energy gets used to it. So however you're feeling, it's perfect. And definitely trust that as we move deeper into the Reiki session, it's like filling up a cup. The more we pour in the Reiki into our cup, into our energy, the more you feel relaxed. The more you move into a feeling of deep peace and contentment as your energy comes back into flow and your thoughts start to slow down. Okay, let's take a few deep breaths. That's a really great way to send signals to our energy to slow down. Our brain recognises that as a trigger to start to relax. So taking a nice deep breath in and release the breath. Take another deep breath in. Don't wait for me to release it. Bring the breath as far down into your diaphragm as is comfortable. So breathe in. Fill your lungs. Another small breath. And then feel as though on your out breath you're releasing, chucking out, letting go of whatever words you want to use, any stale energy that we've accumulated in the course of our busy lives, any trapped energy, any unsupportive energy, in whatever shape or form that's taking for you. Maybe you've got an ache or a pain, maybe some unsupportive thoughts, feelings. Just let them go. It's time to release them. One more breath in. And as if a weight has been lifted off your shoulders, off your entire off your mind, your entire body, and you can feel lighter, you can feel freer. So I've been channeling Reiki, obviously, as I've started talking. But let's imagine a ball of golden light above the crown of our head, and it pours in as if into a cup. Or someone described it to me as, imagine that your body is like an ice cube mould. And we're filling it with the Reiki energy. I say golden light, but it may appear as other colours to you in your mind's eye. And it may change colour as we move through the Reiki. Or not. All is good. And maybe you've struggled to visualise things. That's fine as well. Just relax into it. Just accept that. Maybe visualizations won't appear to you, but you feel it, or you just know that you're receiving the Reiki. And so, excuse me, Reiki flows from the crown of your head through your body, so filling your head and face, into your neck and shoulders, down into your arms, fingers, down into your chest and back, into your pelvis, between your hips, down to the base of your spine and bottom, coursing down your legs, into your knees, ankles, feet and toes, and then releasing on the out breath any stale energy, that energy I just spoke about. No need to name it, get caught up in what it is. No need for judgment. Just trust that Reiki's doing an energetic cleanse, sweeping away whatever is not needed anymore, out through the soles of your feet. So let's do a nice breath in, bringing in the Reiki, and a breath out to release. So breathe in. In comes that Reiki flowing through your whole body, and then release through the soles of your feet. Breathe in. Feel expansive, and breathe out to release and feel lighter. Let's bring our attention to the soles of our feet. So no matter where you happen to be physically, imagine your feet planted on the ground. I like to imagine that I haven't got shoes on, I've got bare feet. And cords like roots coming out through the soles of your feet, down into the ground, down into the earth. You know, when you put your fingers down into soil when you're planting out things, like that, these tendrils going down into the earth, down, down, connecting us once again with nature. We often see ourselves as separate from that, slightly detached, particularly when we live in cities and urban areas. But we are just one with the universe, with nature. So we're remembering that connection, feeling that connection. And as you imagine yourself putting down these roots down into the earth, follow the roots in your mind's eye. Imagine that you're coming to a hub, a central point where we all meet and we all connect as one. Actually, and it's heart-shaped. It is the beating heart of the universe, of Gaia, of Mother Nature, Mother Earth. And as that heart beats, imagine the energy and the love of that coming back up through the roots, through the cords, back into our feet, legs, body, and out through the top of our head, sprinkling out. I'm picturing like fairy dust or sparkling light out through the crown of my head, out through the crown of your head. So once again, from that beautiful beating heart that is oneness, up into our feet, legs, mid-body, up through the crown of our head, and then out. Okay, beautiful. So we've got the Reiki energy coursing through our bodies, down, out through the soles of our feet, and then we have the same thing, universal energy coming up through the soles of our feet, through our bodies, and out through the crown of our head. Beautiful. Beautiful. And in this moment we feel incredibly grounded. Feelings of being pulled in every which way direction, of overwhelm, feeling discombobulated, scattered. Those can all just dissolve and drift away as we come back into flow, come back into alignment, and remember our connection with the universe, with each other, and with nature. Relaxing into that feeling. And feeling immensely grateful for everything and everyone in our lives, and for this opportunity just to take some time to receive Reiki. Let's just pause, feel those feelings. You can just be at one with your thoughts, or if you want to have something to focus in on, keep imagining the Reiki coming in through the crown of your head, imagining it, that golden light coursing through your body, out through your feet, down into the center of the universe, and then coming back up, sprinkling out the top of your head. Just pause for a moment or two. Okay, beautiful. So that flow of Reiki continues for the whole time. Obviously, I continue to channel. We're going to focus in, well, let's start with focusing on our heart chakra. I felt mine ping. And maybe you want to lay your hands over your heart, it's up to you. But bring your attention there. Let's breathe into our hearts. Imagine this little, but like a balloon blowing into our heart space, and then on the out breath releasing again through our heart space. So breathe in and release. Go at your own pace. Now my breath was not very full, so let's do that again. Breathe into your heart space and release the breath through your heart space. Perfect. So each time we breathe in, just for a moment or two, it's as if we're breathing into our heart space. We're opening our heart chakra. We're opening our hearts, bringing everything into balance, into flow. And while we're here, we're asking for more self-love and self-acceptance. Whatever that means for you. We all have a version of that. So whether that's feeling more self-confident, just feeling comfortable with who we are, the way we look, what we say, feeling able to express ourselves, feeling safe, feeling heard, feeling unburdened and free, feeling fulfilled, happy, at peace, content, all of those and more. Again, I'm going to pause for a moment and just ask yourself, what does self-love and self-acceptance mean for me? Keep it positive and definitely just don't think about anyone else. Just 100% think about you. What does self-love and self-acceptance mean for you? Ask yourself that question. So literally say, what does self-love and self-acceptance mean for me? Maybe if you haven't already, place your hands over your heart and feel as though you're really looking inward. Allow yourself the space and time for this. So I'm getting that quite a few of us, and it's most likely not even a conscious thought or feeling, will have said, well, everyone will have said some beautiful things, but there's a feeling of constriction, of entanglement, of having our wings clipped by other people's energy. Obviously we live in a world with other humans, which is beautiful, and we have relationships of all sorts. But even the most loving relationships can sometimes mean that we feel restricted in some way, that we can't fully express who we are or step into who we are, and for all sorts of reasons. A lot of our culture and our childhood conditioning has led us to accumulate self-beliefs which are unsupportive, and which, yes, it's like a tangled spider's web of we're wanting to open up and spread our wings and step into our true power, but our limiting self-beliefs can clip our wings, can hold us in a place where we don't want to be. And it's not that anything dramatic has happened, it's just, yeah, as a kid and through life, we've just banked memories, banked opinions, beliefs that stop our light from shining as brightly as it could do. Or as it needs to, actually. I'm going to be more emphatic. I'm getting told, yes, needs to. Yeah, okay. So if you imagine you're wearing an overcoat, and the coat feels heavy, and actually if you reach your hand into the pockets of the coat, you realise there are rocks in there. Some if you pull one out, maybe it's shiny and smooth, other are more spiky. Some of them feel warm, some of them are cold, some of them feel quite nice in your hand, actually, almost comforting. Some feel very familiar. But these rocks represent the energy of the people that we've accumulated, their opinions, their conditioning, their rules that we've been taught to live by. And yes, a lot of the time it's things that have been said to us from a loving place, for wanting to protect us, to ensure that we fit in, that we are accepted by society, by the world, to keep us safe, and they're all good reasons, so let's leave judgment behind. But nevertheless, for some reason we're holding them, and we're blocking ourselves, we're holding ourselves back. So if you've drawn any of those rocks or pebbles or however you've imagined them. Put them back in the pocket of the coat or pockets, and actually shed that coat, take it off. Imagine yourself slipping it off your shoulders. It slips down your back, down your arms, right down. You can feel it slip away. Your hands, arms and hands are free. Maybe you can feel it on your lower back. Then it just drops to the floor. And imagine yourself stepping forward and away from it. Beautiful. So all of that can be behind you. Just let it go. And notice just how you feel having let that go. Lighter, a little freer, or maybe a lot freer. Okay. And in front of you is another version of yourself, as if you've been replicated. So imagine yourself sat or stood before you, or wherever you happen to be actually. If you're sitting down, they can be sitting next to you. If you're lying down, the same. But they're very close. And this version of you has nothing but love for you, unconditional love. They want the absolute best for you, so they've got your highest interests at heart. This version of you, though, is not impacted by other people's opinions. It's as if they can't hear them actually. They're just in a bubble of love, just purely that. And so whenever opinions get voiced or societal constraints pop up, it somehow just bounces off their bubble. And it's not that they don't care. I was going to say it's because they don't mind, but it's not even that. It's just simply not a thing to them. It just doesn't exist. They just reside in this bubble of unconditional love where all that really matters is you. Now that might feel selfish or egotistical, but we're just in this moment. Leave those sorts of thoughts or feelings behind and just trust this is perfect. So this version of you feels safe, feels self-assured. This version of you speaks with conviction about what they believe in and feels comfortable and confident to share their voice, to explore their dreams, their wants and desires, all from the loving place of their heart, but completely unrestrained by any unsupportive, limiting beliefs about themselves, about the world, about anything. It's just they are free. in the truest sense, totally unencumbered, and they are joyously happy and fulfilled. And so I just invite you to imagine reaching your right hand out to this version of yourself and holding their hand, and feeling the energy of this version of you course through your own body. And then feel as though somehow this version of you slips in behind you, really close to your back. So that you're almost one. And then lean in to that version of yourself. Keep leaning back into them, and gradually, slowly, gently, with love and compassion, you become one. Again, this is you, 100% you. So while you are one energetically, you feel as though someone is giving you a loving embrace, holding you from behind. Feeling as though someone has got your back, is showing you so much love, the deepest, most profound love that you've ever felt. Allow yourself to feel that. Relax your shoulders, relax your mind. Just be in this moment. Tears want to come, allow them to flow. Maybe feeling as though you're again releasing a whole heap of energy out through the soles of your feet. Just relax and let it happen. Maybe you're feeling a deep spiritual connection, or maybe you're just feeling relaxed. It's all perfect. Just stay here. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. All right. So remembering what you said to yourself when you said, "What does self-love and self-acceptance mean to me?" Notice how that feels now, having activated your, I'm going to say true self actually, unencumbered self. Feel the possibilities. And now know that you can be whatever you want for yourself. It's more self-confidence, more self-assurance, self-acceptance for sure. You can show yourself more love in whatever shape or form that takes. And there's an invitation to see more opportunities, to be this and to step into it. Actually, yes, I'm getting an invitation for you to imagine yourself standing with your arms outstretched, as if unfurling your wings that now unclipped, and feeling empowered, capable, strong, and deeply loved and supported.
Kat, you'll have to turn off aeroplane mode.
And yeah, there's an invitation here to, going forward, anytime you feel that you need some support, that you feel a little unsure of yourself, you need some guidance, you need courage to share your voice, to share your opinions, to take an action, or whatever it is. Just imagine your other self. Well, it's not really, it's you, but that version of yourself is behind you, and they're whispering into your ear words of encouragement, ideas, guidance. Keep sharing love and support. Talk to them, ask for their love and support, and then listen. I'm, coming in through your right ear. And it's not necessarily that you hear as such, although for some people that may be the case, but you just feel or somehow know. If you've asked for something specific, it may be, as I say, that you hear the answer, you may see something, or the idea just kind of dumps down into your brain. You're like, oh, didn't think of that. It works in lots of different ways. Each of us are different. The key, or the absolute invitation, is to be open to this. Okay, to tap into basically the wisdom that is around us, of the whole universe, so it is infinite. And let that be your motivation, let that be your power. Yeah. This love and support is there for you at all times. Just simply say, I'm asking for, and then see what happens. And likewise, if you're feeling overwhelmed, anxious, just out of sorts, sometimes we just feel not quite sure what it is, but things just don't feel quite right. Again, you can just take a few breaths and just call in that feeling of being held, loved and supported. and that will help to bring you back into flow. And of course, there's always Reiki anyway. We can listen to a Reiki session, but in the moment, it could be that you're out shopping, in the park with the kids, or you're at work, or maybe just lying in your bed, wherever it is. Take some deep breaths. Maybe if you can, just gently sort of fold your arms and hold the tops of your arms as if you were being embraced, and just feel that love, feel that support. Call it in. It's yours. It's yours for the taking. If you don't take it, then it just sits there, and that is a waste. Okay. Fantastic. Well, let's start to come back into the room now. So we're holding on to those feelings of love and support. Start to move your body, open your eyes, and come back into the room. Okay, beautiful. So talking about coming back into the room, at some point in this video, my dog, I think, sighed. She is nearly always with me, my greyhound Suki. She loves Reiki. So yeah, I think she sighed very deeply. So if you hear that, that's what that was. But maybe you didn't even notice. Sometimes we're so we go away into our own Reiki bubbles, and it's almost as if the outside world no longer exists. So, but I just thought I'd mention it. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything else other than, if you've got any questions, or you want to go into something a bit deeper, please leave me a comment. I'm always happy to try to help. And again, any suggestions for topics for Reiki, I try to meditate before I do a session and think about what would be helpful for folks. But if there's something specific that you would love some Reiki support with, please let me know in the comments. Yeah, it would be phenomenal to hear from you. Okay, just lots and lots and lots of love and happiness.